I bet you're wondering why I called this meeting here today. I see that there are pigs over there that haven't been assimilated. Hey, you were responsible for that, Joel. Joel, get back here. Go assimilate those pigs. I think Joel quit. Hello, welcome back, everybody. So I am going to go ahead and get started with today's episode here. I have a lot planned. Last episode we unlocked lead, which means that we can actually go ahead and get into power transfer and a whole bunch of other stuff. So in between episodes, I was pretty busy. We got the pigs from all of that here. So that was results of needing some leather for a fluid transpose. I'm sorry, at the mob crushers here, because I put a little room over here, didn't close it up. Didn't even think about it, but they kept they spawned and nearly killed me a few times, and killed them all. Forgot to close it up, and same thing happened again. But I did not die. We were safe. But let's go ahead and start making the mob crusher. I made that whole area for leather, specifically leather. And do you see any cows? I don't see any cows. There are no cows. So I've been looking through some of the things that we can do, and we have some options. Let's go ahead and look over here. So we can actually get it from a drying basin and some rotten flesh. And I got some rotten flesh from that escapade that I went on a little bit off camera. So we have 10 rotten flesh, which translates to 10 leather. So let me go ahead and make one of those the drying basins here, which requires some logs, some iron, and some ink sacs, which we have plenty of. That unintentional ink farm that we have is working its magic. Hey, I already had one. Cool. There's 5, right? Do. Yes, 5. And then 2 iron. Oop. My mouse wheel's still doing that same thing here. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and... It's going to be easier this way. We can go ahead and make the drying basin, which is going to make our life for leather so much easier, so much easier. So let's go ahead and put it over here. And, oh, this is going to be a very manual process, isn't it? That's okay. All we need is, I'm going to make 4 for now, because I want to make 1 for here and 1 for the nether. So I'm going to be doing this for a little bit here, but while we're waiting for that, essentially what we're going to need is 2 sulfur, because once we get 2 sulfur, we can put it in the fluid transposer, which we're going to make right now, and that is transposer, and that is going to actually be what can give us some blaze powder. So, and once we have that, we're going to be, in such a better shape. So let's go ahead and make some of these here. Nope. Hello? Iron, copper, yep. Okay, that was weird. So we have that. We have that, and I believe. Oh no, that's not everything. A lot of this is going to be a lot of crafting today. I'll probably do some cuts here and there to get them all done. So now that we have the fluid transposer, we need to figure out where exactly we're going to put this. I was thinking about a lot of things that we're going to do today, including this, which I'm going to show you what it is right now while I think of where we're going to put our fluid transposer. We can... Oh, did I throw it away? Please tell me I did not throw away the... Where are you at? There it is, my rotten flesh. Okay, so... what we're going to do here, I'm going to actually put the fluid transposer right over here. Let's go ahead and we actually have enough. I'm going to bring this out just a little bit here and put the fluid transposer right here. And we're going to break underneath it. And we're going to come back over here and we're going to actually start making the flux ducts. Which I brought enough resources for. Oh, that is so satisfying to me. And then we're going to make some opaque item ducts, as much as I much prefer the regular kinds. We just don't have the resources for it right now. Very cool. And also between episodes, I made a whole bunch of food here. I've been just waiting and kept waiting for that to grow as I was making that and I was making that, so that's where I got all the food from. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab this leather. That should be as all that we need for this. Ooh, I didn't think of one thing here. So let me go ahead and show you the recipe that I'm kind of getting stuck on right now that I'm just now thinking of another thing that we might need. Mob crusher. Books. That's where I was thinking we need that, but we also don't have paper. Paper, however, I believe can come from rice too, which we have. Yes. So we have that, so I'm just going to go ahead and harvest some rice, which we have a full row of over here. Harvest everything. Very cool. And I think I'll just make the paper over here. We're going to need more rice because I want to make a total of 2 mob crushers, so that's not enough rice. That's all the rice I have? Huh, well, one might. I'm going to change that to 1 mob crusher here. And then the paper. And then we can make a sword once I get the stick in here. And I'm going to need to make another one of those. Not that one, this one. But that also means... You idiot. He died really fast. That's, wow, okay. Was that Joel? Okay. So we need to get some gold, which I might actually have already laid out here. I did not. So let's get 16 gold. We're going to need to, I'm just going to get a bunch of iron like that. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. So what I'm going to do here is put these in here, put these in here. We're going to make, well, I guess 1 of those. Why not? 2 of these. And, oh shoot, redstone. Always forget something, but I actually have it this time. And plastic. Plastic, that's right. So I've actually, another thing that I've been doing here, just because this is a really slow process, I've been doing that, waiting for it to do its thing, and then put it in here. Nothing really fun. So that's been pretty much my life for the last little bit. So now that we have that, can we make one of these? We cannot. What are we missing? We have that, we have that, we have the books, we have those, and it's legitimately just the plastic here. So, since it's just the plastic, I actually think I cooked some of those up. Are you in here? You are in here. You're in there. Good. So now we have that. Now it's just a matter of crafting it. And while I'm actually here, I also need to do one more thing. So I have this set up right there, which we're going to use to complete the next quest. The next quest is incredibly simple. All we need to do is get some iron, essentially, and blow it up. That's not too much more than that. So what I'm going to do in the meantime here is I'm going to actually set this up. And I need to get an upgrade too, now that I think about it. Add on. And I did the calculations here, and we need the tier 3, the 10 add-ons, which we have everything in here for except for 5, 6. I'm just going to use this one. And now that we have that, we are set. So I can go ahead and I have the charcoal, I have the furnace generator here. What this is just going to do is come over here and kill the mobs. I only have, I think, 2, maybe 3. Ooh, shush, guys. I'm trying to talk. I only have 2 gunpowder here, so that's why I need to do this here before we can do that part. And you... That's it? That's it. No gunpowder. Okay. Well, while I'm here, I'm just going to put those in there. We have plenty of charcoal anyway to spare. I'm going to eat. Num num num. By the way, this is a really good early game food source. Just throwing it out there. If you guys are playing along with me here, that's really fun. That's really good. So we're just going to wait for that to do its thing. I'm going to change up plans a little bit here because we can actually now automate the this, and this is what's holding us up here. So that's a lot of latex in there. So if we were to go ahead and what I have been doing is legitimately this over and over again. That is pretty time consuming, but there is a water condensator right here. It's pretty cheap. We can make it, and all it's going to do is we just need some water buckets right by each other. It does not, from what I remember, need energy, and we can actually, get things back and forth here. So I can actually fill this up with water here until it runs out of the latex. Okay, so I broke it just now. So now that we have that, we can actually need to make some fluid ducts as well. Fluid duct. Just regular glass, right? So we can do that. Just 2 of that. I'm actually going to make 2 sets. If my mouse would cooperate here. Cool. And servos would be another thing that we're going to need, which the first one's actually pretty cheap. Some iron, redstone, and glass. Just going to grab all of that. Whew. We're pretty full here. What can we pull out? Glass. Good, good, good. Cool. Just make 2 of these. So now that we have that, let's move it over here. Right. Yeah, right here. And then what we're going to do that. So that's just going to fill that up with that. And then we're going to need to make that water condensator, which needs a water bucket. We have a bucket. We have water. We need some iron gears, which is a bunch of iron. Let me just do it over here. 2 iron gears. Redstone. This might be cheaper. I think I'm going to do this one for the mow. Let's leave it there. Okay. So that is going to be as simple as putting 4 in there. And we're almost done, in fact. Do we not have enough? We do not. Cobblestone. I had cobblestone in my inventory the whole time. Oh no, okay. Oh, cool. We have the 2. And is that it? There's the plastic. But other than the plastic, I believe we're done. So we have that. We have tiny dry rubber. We have plenty. Perfect. So this is legitimately the whole thing. You get a whole bunch of the tiny rubber there, and it makes these little things. I know I'm wasting charcoal. I know. I'm not too fussed about that. So once this burns up, though, we'll have all that we're going to need for the water condensator. Or I think it's actually condensator. Yeah, it's just condensator. So we're going to put that there. And while we're waiting for that dealio to run, I actually want to put this in slabs. Yeah. So we're going to have the condensator right there. And then we're going to need to surround these spots and put the water here, and the block's going to go right there. Yes. And it's done. Oh, we had it. What are we missing then? Probably this, huh? Yep. Cool. Some water. And then now that we have that side activated, we can do that, pull it out, but we're going to need the second water first. And just like that, it fills up. So now legitimately everything that we need is going to be the power, which we're going to pull off from this line. We have the leadstone here. I don't want to actually pull off from basically take away my platform. So we're going to go ahead and bring it out here instead. I know, it's not the best setup. We are just inches away from having a much better power gen, so don't worry too much about that. But that's going to give us some power so it can run. And we are automated with that. That's literally all it takes. This is going to be a temporary setup, but I needed to get plenty of the latex stuff here so we can get a lot more of those things going for us here. I know what I'm getting. Cool. So now we are just waiting for the dry rubber to get there. And how's our mob farm doing? Oh, hello sheep. Hello sheep. Hello sheep. Yes. Hello. Yes. 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 Cool. So we have a bunch of other stuff too that I'm not too hyped about just yet. The carrots are pretty good here for biomass a little bit later. But I'm not sure if I want to go that route. Basically, my plans when I started this series was to go off of ethanol, but the plans that I have do not involve ethanol. So that's kind of why I'm not too concerned about having those. But now that we have that, what was I going to do? I know what I was going to do. I was going to make one thing of TNT, which I can make here. And the reason I'm doing that right here is, yeah, oh yeah, I have plenty of iron. Is this. So what I'm going to be doing is just throw, oh, I had TNT right here. That's, yeah, I remember placing that there too. I'm a dummy. But what you do is just place some stack there, and I have this set up that way the TNT doesn't blow up everything and risk what the results of this falling into the void would be. So, run. That just turns it into, boom, compressed iron ingots. So it doesn't return all of your iron, so keep that in mind when you do that here. Don't do the exact amount, do a little bit more because it does actually take off a percentage of the iron gains. So, but now that we have that, we can. I'm actually going to sort my inventory just a little bit here. Oops. Let me go ahead and. This is basically my random and mob drop chest. Leather. I don't think I need any more leather for now, because I think I have enough books. I made enough books, right? I made enough books. Good. So the leather is fine here. I just wanted to make a little bit of extra stuff. So I really do need to make that second one here. Go back to the nether, grab a little bit more sulfur, because once we're done with that here, all I do is I grab the essence from here and combine it. So now that we have the flute transposer, that's the machine that we can make it in. And once we have one, we can actually go ahead and use this machine now. So it's actually a pretty simple process. Let me go ahead and throw this way too. I'm going to throw this way in the components. I'm going to set this right here too. And there's a reason for that. I'm not just throwing it at a random spot. So let's see here. I had some pistons now that I think about it here. Okay. So let me go ahead and get some things together. I want to make sure that I have everything. I'm probably going to get that. So I'll be right back once I farm this and kind of get everything together. Okay, so I got everything together, harvested that. So our next quest is this little guy right here. So it's actually incredibly simple. All we need to do is get a little bit of glass and that compressed cobblestone. I'm sorry, compressed iron. No, don't know why is it cobblestone. But once you have that, just surround it. All you need is one, and that's the entire quest done. And you don't really, from my understanding, need too much of this until much later on. So let me throw the switch. Yep, that's the one. So, quest time, we can go ahead and turn that in here. This one, I don't believe gives us anything... oh, no, no, no. This one gives us glowstone, black quartz. Yeah, some really, really important stuff. So, that's was why I needed to get that done. So, now that we have that, we're going to be able to put some of this together. I don't believe we need glowstone right now, but we do need quartz. We definitely need a little bit of black quartz. Not a ton, but a little bit. And so let me go ahead and put this in my my blocks chest here. Here. I made a little bit too much sand. For now, we'll use it eventually, but just not right now. Cool. Quartz, black quartz being made. And then after that here, let me go ahead and just meander over here, and we'll show you the quest that we're working on. So we just finished the one on this side. I'll show you. This one's done. Now it doesn't work like a snake pattern here, even though we could finish this one. It's kind of a here's what you get. Nothing. You can get emeralds from the Amazon tablet, but the mineral sapling, it's not really necessary. My goal is to get right here, because once you get this, then you're pretty much going to be on very good. I don't know why I can't think of the word right now, but you're on a really easy street. So, but this doesn't really gives us anything really important, but it's its own reward, really. So, really, the next two things I'm going to be working on are these two. So this is why I put the fermenter there, because that gives us sugar canes, coal, and nickel. The nickel is the one I'm really wanting to get into, and this is the even more important one. So once we get this done, then we don't even have to do this one just yet. I believe we can go straight into that, which is my overall plan. But shock absorber we can make with some diamonds. So to make a shock absorber, you need some obsidian. And you can get obsidian by, you have to have obsidian to make obsidian with this, but you can make it with lava and water. I believe that's pretty much it. You can do this one as well, but I think this is the best way here. You just need to get a little bit of lava, which you can get from a magma crucible, which you can get from nether bricks, which you can get from nether brick, which you can get from nether rack smelted, and you get nether rack from magma block, which you can get from magma cream. And you can get from, there's a rice slime ball, which we can make, and then this blaze. And the blaze, last step here, is, where's that? We can get from the squeezer, but we have, where's that? I must be looking right past it. This one right here. Into the blaze powder here with the essence. So that's why I need to go back into the nether, get a little bit more sulfur, and then we can actually go ahead and call it good. So I'll meet you in the nether. I just got down to the bottom. Look how much ink sacks we have. Oh, that's shenanigans. That's hilarious. Oh boy. Well, time to go in. Oh, I have plenty of sulfur. Oh, wow. Nice. Very, very good. Okay, so I believe that I can just go ahead and get the essence from here. Yes, I can. So that is... Did you get the rest of those? Yeah, you get a lot of essence from those orbs. But yeah, so we're pretty much done with that. Ooh, I think I'm going to take that bow instead. I think so. So, oh, we even got a witch. Oh, nice, nice, nice. But we have everything that we need. So we're going to use this essence. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. We're going to throw it in here. We're going to put our sulfur in here, and this actually takes a long time. You can see it's working, but it's very slow. So, and especially with our current power gen. Speaking of which, I am going to go ahead and make a few more of these. So let's go ahead and do furnace, just regular furnace generators. That'll take some of the machine blocks, which we have, and some stone. This one. Machine blocks, let's do that many. What else? Not that one. Just some iron, which I think we have enough over there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Put that there. There we go. So now that we have that, we need furnace first. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, cool. Where should we put it? Just like that. Alright, so that'll fill it up a little bit more, but it's still not going to speed this up because it was still working pretty much. I guess it will. I forgot that it does, you know, lower down the speed once it goes down here. But we got blaze powder. That's everything that I want. Every single thing. All right, so now we have that. We really need to think about making one of the chests to keep one of every item in. That way we don't lose anything. So I'm thinking about doing that probably in between episodes. Speaking of which, how long are we on this episode? Right, so I did check. It does look like we are running out of time for this episode, which is quite a shame. I kind of lost track of time there, but I checked at the perfect point. So yeah, we are pretty much at that wrapping up point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for a lot more of these resources to generate. We made some more furnace generators. We got some what is this? Blaze powder. We have all that ready. We automated some water production and this, which was a big time-consuming thing. So that is a huge help. So we actually made a lot of progress today. I'm very happy with that. So, but until next time here, I do want to go ahead and say thank you so much for watching. We made a lot of progress, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.